God, I come before you today, head bowed and body bent.
T-Max, I'll give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, brother.
Lord, I want to thank you that last night my bed didn't become my cooling board.
Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. Curated by T-Max, yeah, you know the name. Powered by T-Max Network, where creators speak freely and authentically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. T-Max set the tone, let your guard come down. Yeah. This ain't surface talk, this real life sound, where truth and timing always come around. Yeah. Open mics, open hearts, no filter here. T-Max in the room, voices loud and clear. Yeah. From the culture to the community, lifestyle, dreams to accountability. T-Max says, say it raw, say it proud. Every story matters in this crowd. No scripts, just moments we allow. It's more than content, it's movement now. It's the lounge where creators shine. Yeah, T-Max vibes with perfect timing. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. Built by T-Max, where real ones win. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, this an experience, not a trend. T-Max bring the voices to one space. Different perspectives, same safe place. Entertainment, growth, and elevation. Real conversations, real-time creation. We talk the wins and the lessons learned. Every mic hot, every story earned. Laugh a little, think a lot. Yeah, every topic hit a spot. Woo! If it matter to you, it matter here. T-Max make it clear. Every voice sincere. Say it how you feel. Say it with your chest. This the lounge where creators give their best. This the lounge where creators shine. T-Max energy, front and center. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. T-Max Network, let the convo begin. Every episode. T-Max Network.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Hello. Happy Sunday.
Hello. Man, that's a little bit low. That's a little bit too low.
Y'all here, I ain't lying, bro. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Happy Easter. Happy
Easter.
Sunday.
That's what's up.
Okay, there we go. That's a little better.
Yeah. We had a birthday celebration over the weekend. Dominique, how you turn up this weekend?
Ooh, we had a ball.
We did, man.
Yeah, I seen that. Speaking of which, you're throwing that ass in a circle on that favorite app of yours.
I tried.
Chrissy True Blue, what it do?
What's going on, everyone?
All right. You awesome one. You good?
I'm awesome.
That's what's up. Lady Rain, how you feeling?
A little under the weather, but I'm here.
Good, man. Good. Wolf, what up, bro?
Doing great.
Doing great?
Absolutely great.
Okay? All right. Well, sounds like everybody's here. I didn't know we were going to jump into the live this quick, but shit, let's do it then. Man, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. They ain't canceled us yet. Another week here at the Content Creators Lounge. I am your host, T-Max, and I got my co-host,
Chrissy True Blue.
Chrissy True Blue, boy, I tell you, man. Can y'all hear her? I hope y'all can. All
I
right.
was about to say they can't hear me.
Nah, I ain't talking about people on the panel. I was talking about we live, and I didn't know if people could hear you out there. And y'all put in the comment section, man, if you can hear Chrissy. Or y'all put in there. Matter of fact, we're going to do something a little bit different this live, because I've been watching these replays, and I love it. We got great questions. It took like hours to come up with clips and thumbnails and stuff like that, man, and I worked very hard. So I want the people in the comment section, do me a favor. first put whoever you favor up here. Like, if you like somebody and the things that they got to say, how they respond back to the topics, man, just drop their name and shout them out. Tell them something in the comment section. With that being said, if you not fond of somebody up here, let us know in the comment section. But don't pick on the person. Pick on what they said, like what you don't like that they said. Secondly, if you can't hear somebody or their energy a little low, seems like they down, throw them some hearts in the comments and tell them cheer up, okay? All right, we're going to go ahead on and move forward. All right, so, man, look, our first topic tonight is a doozy. All right, let me see, can I pull this thing up? Let's jump into the video real quick, and then we're going to comment on it, and we'll go from there. So the topic is, are people too picky? Are people too picky when choosing a mate? All right, let's see what we got.
I pop my blunt because you're 50 with a grill in your mouth.
That's cool. You got green toenails.
They match my fingers.
Don't match your outfit.
So he not your type? No, ma'am. Is she your type?
Nope. Forehead too big.
Damn.
Your mama.
Damn.
Thank you.
Not
All
your
right.
fault.
So that was our little icebreaker.
Not your fault.
Just to get the blood flowing over here a little bit. Hold on one second. That was our icebreaker. So y'all saw the question, man. Are people too picky when choosing a mate? So as you saw in that video, you know, they was just doing what people doing out here nowadays, shotgunning back and forth, men and women, war, female and male war, gender war type stuff. When people picking a mate or trying to pick a mate, it's always something like your eyebrows. I don't like how you blink twice when you say the word too cold or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna pass it around the panel, and I'm always start with lady first. So we'll go with Dominique. What you got on this? Or do you think, in your opinion, are people being too picky when picking a mate?
Short answer, yes. But I mean, everybody can have their preference. But I mean, yeah, my short answer is yes. People are a little too picky. I mean, I understand you have standards and you want specific things or whatever like that. But you know, give a little grace. Like, everybody ain't gonna fit into this box that you created.
Gotcha. I was about to say you was coming in a little muffled and low, but it popped in loud at the end.
Oh. Okay.
No, you good now. So,
Oh.
For some reason, it was just distorted. But now you good. So give me some examples, Dominique, of some of the things that you may have heard from a woman's standpoint. Some examples that women say about guys that, like, isolate them off of a list.
I mean, the very first one, height. Everybody wants that 6'4", that 6'1", you know, got to be taller than me and all that.
Gotcha. What? Give me one more, and then I'm gonna let the other ladies join in. Now, basically, what I'm saying is, give me one that they're being too picky.
Oh, being
in your
too
opinion.
picky about?
Yeah. And height was a good one, being too picky, but go ahead.
I'm not picky, so I don't know. But I mean,
something that you may hear women saying that you think is too picky. Like, you've ever heard a woman say, "Man, I want to date him because of X, Y, Z," and then in your head you thinking, "Man, you just being too picky."
I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I guess,
little mama, first lady, what up, what up, what up?
I was just gonna say, like, maybe he don't call enough. I don't know.
Okay. You don't call enough.
Yeah.
It's gonna get harder. All right. Crazy True Blue, it's on you. Give me one. Give me one or two that you think that, you know, females are just being a little bit too picky.
How a person dress.
How a person dress.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me another
one. Skin tone.
Light or dark, or too light or too dark. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Lady Rain, what you got?
I was gonna say what kind of job a person has.
Now, what kind or how much they make?
how much they make and what type of job they have.
Okay.
And
Well,
it
that
was
would normally go hand in hand because based upon what type of job they have, is normally how much they make.
yeah, but there's some people who'll say they won't date someone who works at the post office, right? But I don't know about other cities, but here in New York City, a postal worker can make like 6 figures, right? There's people
Mm-hmm.
who say they won't date a corrections officer or a police officer or a firefighter, right? So, even though those all make pretty decent livings, there are people salaries, there are people who say they won't date those people in that type of career.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could
Gotcha.
you might be blocking your blessings. You don't want to date the garbage man. I don't understand why. He makes 6 figures.
So, is there an occupation that, based upon the job description, that you think that women would be too picky on saying that they don't like that, but that job description also makes a lot of money? So I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Like, is there a job description that you can think of that was like, yeah, I don't mess with nobody, other than like illegal stuff? I ain't talking about that, but like something that make a lot of money, but yeah, people don't rock with them.
Yeah, I told you, like there's
Fast
people that
food.
won't date police officers. Sorry if I just cut somebody off. There's
Nah,
people that
you
I
good.
know that won't date
Hold on,
police
Queen.
officers, people that won't date law enforcement, period, corrections, police officer. I've heard women say they won't date a bus driver.
That's what I was about to ask. What do you think is because, or what have you heard them not want to date law enforcement because?
Um, I, I haven't heard like I haven't heard like a concrete reason. It's just I don't want to date police officers, but I
I,
not
I,
a specific reason behind it. I've heard.
I've I've heard that the reputation, like they're talking to multiple
yeah,
people, or they live in double lives, or
Mm-hmm.
how can you
That's what I heard
know
too.
when they telling the truth? Like, don't date a doctor or a nurse because
I was just
they
gonna say.
messing with the people in the hospital. Is
Yeah,
just
the other doctors and nurses. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
they go on those
My
little.
personal,
Go
I'm
ahead, Queen.
sorry. My personal thing is I won't date a man in the military,
I heard that too. So
and
let me just
it's
let all.
mostly
Hold on, hold on,
because
hold
of
on, hold
me.
on,
What?
hold on, Will. Just so all y'all know, we talking about women right now. We're gonna get on guys in a minute. All right. So like, I got you, Queen. We said you won't date nobody in the military, and what? Why do you say that's for? You can unmute.
Okay. On my behalf, because of their reputation, if there's a handful of military men in my inbox, how do I know my man won't be in somebody's inbox? And you too far away, I'm
Mm.
definitely gonna cheat. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna cheat. You too far away, too long. I don't care how much money you make, I'm gonna cheat. I'm a woman and I have needs. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's too long to be away from. No.
Okay, so you definitely gonna go out and get yours if need be because they too far away. Okay. Hey, I know that's right. But listen, man, everybody, make sure y'all hit up her DMs real quick. Her name is Queen. All right, too easy. So
Oh
listen,
goodness.
D, we already
Mm-hmm.
passed around to the ladies. D Awesome at the top.
Yep.
Hey, D Awesome, you
Yep.
had a
Yep.
face that you made when she said if she got a handful of military people in her inbox, then they in somebody else's inbox too. What you got?
Well, it was more so pertaining to the fact that she said she was gonna cheat. And the whole thing about it is, if the shoe was on the other foot, she wouldn't want that shit to go down. No way, no form, no habit. She would act a plumb fucking fool. She'd be ready to burn this bitch down from Kingdom Come to fucking Tibet. Get out of here. I'm just saying, like, when we gonna come
But
to a
they
point
doing
when
it
we understand?
anyway.
Okay, when we gonna come to a point of really saying that, hey, we need to understand what standards really are instead of just loose spewing. I have standards. When in fact, we sit here and we display on shows that we are lively being recorded and it can be replayed,
And Will.
you know.
And I look for the best of the best and the worst of the worst to make clips off of. So
So
that's what's the
first,
first thing that's gonna hit the people.
let me do my VP duties.
Let go.
First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts that are being spewed do not reflect the stances of anything of T-Max Network, LLC, or any other association under the parent company of T-Max Network, LLC. Everybody up here is their own individual. All right. Now that the disclaimer been put out there, we got to get to a point of understanding. A lot of people that say they have standards don't have standards. Or if they do have a standard, need to realize that standard is a very, very, very low-hanging fruit standard.
Okay. All right. Well, Wolf, what you got, man? Are people being too picky out here? Give me some ingredients on this.
I think people are too picky about the wrong things and not picky about the right things. On the women's side, I think they're too picky about a man's style and how they believe he'll be or they'll be received, to their friends and family members and just the general public. And I don't think they're picky enough about how the man is actually chosen to move through the world and his value system and his character. That's what I think.
Okay.
So to give some examples, I think a lot of times women think to themselves, well, how are we going to look together? And when you think to yourself, how am I going to say again?
No, don't worry about it, man. I'm very rude.
My bad.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead. They can't
I think
hold.
sometimes women.
It's certain words. Hold on, real quick. It's certain words or certain things. See, this is what I'm telling you. They can't hold it. It's almost like an instant trigger. But go ahead. She just thought about somebody that she thought about previously. Go ahead.
I think sometimes some women, not all women, of course, overemphasize to themselves, how is this person, how are we going to look together to other people? And in my mind, screw other people. You try to find someone that you can move through life with. And I think they overemphasize a man's style. In reality, a woman can influence and completely change a man's style. I mean, you see they do it in the movies. You can completely change a man's style. He can't dress, he walk weird. She can tighten all that up, but you cannot change a man's value system. You can't change his character and how he has chosen to move through life. So I think they should put more emphasis on that, and then they can always work on the style later. Like, I don't even buy my own clothes no more. My wife buy all my stuff. I don't even know what size I wear in pants, shirts, nothing. So, and I had style, but she changed it.
That's what's up. Chrissy, you had something that you want to say back to what Wolf said?
Ain't nobody gonna talk to somebody they're not attracted to.
You're a little bit low. I can't hear you.
I said, ain't nobody gonna talk to somebody they're not attracted to.
Go ahead, Wolf.
I'm not saying deal with someone who's just completely unattractive, but I mean, does a man really have to be gorgeous? If he's clean, he's well spoken.
I think he's talking about the swag.
Yes. They get caught up on the swag and and what he chooses to wear. Yeah, that part, does he have the Obama walk, or is he gonna look good when we walk in together?
Well,
we'll feel good, man.
He also wanted to ask Chantel real quick, but I wanted to ask Chrissy. Is that what you was talking about? Because he's talking about swag. So what was you talking about?
I was talking about swag. I thought he was talking about physical, like, you ain't gonna talk to no.
Oh, physical appearance.
Yeah.
Like looks.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
I think they put too much emphasis on that as well. I think everyone wants to be attracted to the person, but
that's what I figured.
But they don't have to be, Denzel Washington,
I got you, Chantel. I got you.
So.
They don't have to be Denzel Washington or whoever that they deem attractive. Okay. All right. We're going to, D, I'm coming to you. D, awesome. I'm coming to you in a second. Chantel, go ahead.
So that's why it was taking me so long to think of something else, because I didn't want to keep giving off physical appearance things because, women.
Well, that's the thing that y'all are the most too picky about.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So you just didn't want to be honest.
No, not that I didn't want to be honest. I just didn't want to name another physical appearance. I wanted to give, a range of things that women can be picky about.
But you couldn't figure out a range. You only could think of physical appearance things. I figured that. Yeah, let's go. All right. D, awesome. On you, my guy.
So, Chrissy, You love Flavor Flav to be in your DM tonight?
Hell nah.
Okay. How about Sam Cassell?
She don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. How about Young Thug?
Nope.
Young Thug?
Nope.
Okay. You just sat your ass up here and lied on live recorded damn film talking this crazy shit. Boy, listen.
How?
Hey,
I ain't gonna date nobody I ain't attracted to.
I'm not attracted to none of them people that you name.
Okay. That nigga pull up in that Phantom. We gonna see.
I don't give a hell. He look a fool.
Yeah, we gonna see.
The hell, he's not attractive, so it don't matter.
We gonna see.
He can have a
listen. Stop. Because we already know. We know full on. Remember, this ain't TikTok, baby. So this YouTube. We gonna come live and direct and full to the front. Ain't no way in hell you gonna sit up in a room with any multi-million-dollar man for 30 plus minutes and sit there and be not going for it, because once you see the lifestyle that can be afforded for you, you gonna opt bullshit.
That does not move me. Sorry.
Bullshit.
Move me.
Bullshit. Okay. Would you date a man without a job?
Without a job?
Uh-huh.
Hell nah.
Okay.
Hey Queen, unmute your mic for me real quick. And unmute your mic real quick. So Queen, tell me some other stuff outside of occupation that women may be a little bit too picky on when it comes to choosing a guy.
That would limit me. His character.
Something that you said character.
Yes.
No, I'm saying something that you think that women are too picky on. I think they need to be real picky on character, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks are number one, or what kind of car he might drive. A lot of people, a lot of women judge books by their covers. That might be a backup vehicle. He might got something else stored away at home that he don't drive every day.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Queen.
I know a lot of people with work trucks and work cars that's got, you know what I'm saying, nice stuff in the carport at the house. You see a man in his work clothes because he's dirty, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna look his best.
But see, Queen, I think it's because, you and I are cut from the old school of traditional times. These modern day thinkers, man, I don't know what's wrong with them when it comes to choosing people and being too picky. So I know exactly where you're coming from, sis. I promise you. Yeah. Let's go ahead on. And that was the icebreaker, y'all. I hope everybody's blood is flowing and everybody good so far, because that was the icebreaker. Okay, let's dive into it. Let's get into it. We only gonna do this the T-Max way. If we got to start this some bitch over, we're gonna do that as well. But I think this next topic that we're gonna propose to you guys out there on YouTube, man, please do us a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend that we are live over here on T-Max Network at the Content Creators Lounge. Drop your comments, man. Participate in the comments. I see it's a few of you guys out there watching, man. Just drop some comments real quick so we can understand, are you following along and keeping up with the show. All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead on and break into our second topic of the night. This one right here comes by way of The Awesome One, and I appreciate him sending it over to me. All right, let's get it.
The real reason why I be quiet when my friends vent about their relationship problems, because I only have two solutions for them. Cheat on them or leave them. I only got two. And that's not what they want to do. So I just sit there because I don't know what else to say.
All right, so we're going to actually play that one again. I just want to make sure everybody heard it and it sunk in.
The real reason why I be quiet when my friends vent about their relationship problems, because I only have two solutions for them. Cheat on them or leave them. I only got two. And that's not what they want to do. So I just sit there because I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
right,
that was
so
actually sent to me.
Yep. That was sent to him, and he forwarded it over to me, man. I appreciate it. Now, this is not every topic that I put up tonight just so happened, that one was done by a female. But this is a general topic that I want to pose to the panel. And I want y'all to really give me some good feedback and tell me, like, who do you go to with your relationship problems? And let's start with the fellas this time, man, because I think we got to liven this baby up. D, who you go to with your relationship problem, man?
The person I'm having the problem with. It makes no good goddamn sense for me to go get on the phone, get in my car, and go drive to my homies or my sisters or my grandmothers, because I'm not in a relationship with them. Not in that type of relationship anyway. And so it makes no good sense, because it's funny this clip is being played because it came after a discussion very much like the one we're having about who you go to. Why don't you come to me? And God just be working in such great ways. Oh my God. Let me tell you, God is not mysterious. So we can stop that lie. Can we stop that lie right here today on this Easter Sunday? God is not mysterious. Okay. He's very transparent. He's all in your face. He's in your ears. He's everywhere. All right. So people like to go and refer to other people. By all means, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just going to let you know you're doing something you shouldn't do. Because in any other situation, if your alternator ain't going out, you ain't finna go to the goddamn cardiac doctor. Yeah, that's too much truth. We got quiet. So, again, you gonna take your car to that damn mechanic and say, look, bro, this goddamn alternator acting a fool. Wolf, what you think?
So you go to the person that got the problem, huh?
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Why do you go to the person that you got the problem with other than someone else? As far as, like, suppose y'all are at the height of heights into a problem, and they ain't hearing you, you ain't hearing them, and they ain't gonna go nowhere. So obviously you can't go back to them. Who would you go to?
See, I got a father. My father taught me that a problem unresolved is still a problem unresolved. So yeah, you have this issue. You going next door, that's cool and all, but you still live here. You got to face that problem. There's a metaphor of the bull and the cow, the buffalo and the cow. I apologize. In which is the metaphor goes like this: there's a storm come in, the cow takes off running, and the storm is on their ass. When the storm catches them, it does more damage than anything. Versus the buffalo, well, they turn and run right through the storm. And when the storm passes, well, they got all the lush green, they got the hydration, they got the thick of the land from facing the storm. And so many people don't like to face the storm when there's benefits for it.
I got you. So check this out. Something happened to your microphone right there when you clap your hands real hard. It muffled up for y'all too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was loud and clear at first, but whatever happened, it like shook up the thing. All right, too easy. So D, I'm gonna give you some pushback, man. I gotta give you some pushback. Every time I say D, I'm gonna refer to my bro at the bottom as Wolf. So check this out. D, I gotta give you some pushback, bro. And the reason why I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback, not because of what you said. That's your own way of handling things. But I give you a little bit of pushback because you literally run a podcast called Sit Bro. And that is a place where we're telling brothers that is an outlet for them to be able to come to and share their thoughts, their opinions, their concerns, their problems. Right? So outside of that, you wouldn't take something relationship-wise to that circle of men and get some feedback, or you'll just leave that dormant and make sure you only deal with it with the person that you got a problem with?
No, I would tell the brothers that was coming to Sit Bro to understand that success is the best revenge overall. And understand that success is your spirit being intact, your mind being intact, your body being in great shape, your finances being constant, like your emotions being regulated and stabilized. So you have to face you. First thing first, let's get that going. Secondly, your problem with your woman. Yeah, you can come here and vent this, that, and the third. That's cool. But guess what? It don't mean shit if you ain't went and talked to her. You got to sit that woman down and tell her, like, because that's your household. That's where you going to be at. You're not finna come get in the bed with me. First thing first, motherfucker, I don't get down like that. Let's clear that up. Secondly, I don't want you around me like that. I don't want you around me with your problems.
So if we having a session and it's sick, bro, or if it wasn't even online, and one of the brothers in that session had a relationship problem going on that he couldn't talk to his old lady about, and he brought it to the circle of men, what would you tell him? Or are you saying he shouldn't bring? What I'm asking is, are you saying he shouldn't bring his relationship problems to that circle?
No, he really shouldn't, because he needs to resolve it with her. But being that we are, we're an adult men. We gotta let that brother get that off his chest first and foremost. Then we go ahead and apply that correction immediately. Understand?
Yeah,
yes,
if everybody could resolve with they significant other problems, every problem, it wouldn't be divorce.
No, I mean, but let's look at the reason of divorce. It is lack of communication first and foremost. That's the number one reason. We can hop and holler all this money shit and jobs and all that. That's cute. But real reason, if you go look at all of it, do your thorough research and stop being at the surface. When did they stop talking? Damn, I got too much truth once again, got quiet. So again, communication is the number one real reason why you sons of bitches is getting a divorce. Your happiness is contingent upon your actions.
Yeah. Let's ask the only married person on the panel. Wolf, what you got, homie?
All right, so I've been thinking about this for a while. So I'm trying to make certain I formulate it in the right way so it can be received. I do agree with D. The first person you go to is your spouse or significant other, what have you, and you try and resolve the problem there. However, we all need somebody sometimes. So you should have a mentor for whatever department you have the issue with. But I don't think you should take the details to that group or that mentor. You have to be able to formulate what the core issue is without giving your personal details. So if there is an issue where you believe the person is going against your value system, then you have to be able to get guidance as to how you deal with that type of circumstance. So let's say, like, I'm in a men's group and there's one young guy, he's younger, he's like 20 years younger than I am. And he felt less than a man because his business had went down and now his wife, her business is up. They're both entrepreneurs. Her business is up, his business is down. And he feels some type of way because he's doing more housework and all that sort of thing. Many of us gave him the direction that it doesn't matter. This is your opportunity to help out with the house and help out with other things while your business is down. You are a team, and your manhood isn't attached to like these duties that you may think are masculine versus feminine. But some of us may have mentors that are family members. So some of my family members may come to me. I always tell them, including like my son and daughter-in-law, I say, look, do not tell me what happens. I don't want to know because I can't forget. You need to be able to figure out what the core issue is, and then I can help you deal with that actual core issue, and then equip them, and they go back to, as Dee mentioned, back to their significant other, and then they resolve it that way. Right. Hopefully that makes sense, because it's a hard thing for me to explain, but
no, that makes a lot of sense. So I agree with you 100%, and I agree with Dee, but I gave him a little pushback because he was he literally tell men that this is a space to bring it. So I wanted to see was he talking, is anything off the tables is what I was literally asking about the sit conversations. So we'll get into that later on. But with what you said, Wolf, and what D said, I agree. And as y'all know, over here, I don't say nothing out of this mouth unless it's strategic and in order. So the strategic side of it is, who did I start with first? Fellas. The strategic side of it was, I asked the only married person on the panel to go ahead on and drop gems last. The strategic side of it is that now we're going to pass the mic, because all heads nodded north-south when Wolf was talking about you shouldn't tell your friends this and the details this and X, Y, Z. So Queen, welcome to the panel. You the newest person over here. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and shout out our sister Queen.
All
Hey,
right,
Queen.
Queen.
Hello, how
Hey,
are you?
Queen.
Hello.
Don't talk
Thanks
about
for
Queen.
having
Hey,
me.
Queen, you welcome and thank you for being a panelist over here at T Max Expert Network. Check this out. There was a delay in the Hey Queen, just like I think it's going to be a delay in the responses to this question, right? So, Queen, tell me this: uh, you yourself, when you were married, and your friend circle, because I know Queen gonna keep it all the way funky. So, Queen, do you agree with Wolf and
Sure.
D that the details of a relationship or a marriage shouldn't be brought back to the friend circle and poured out there amongst the sisters? What you think?
I do agree. And I also know the root of where this conversation came. I do know. And I'm gonna answer like Queen. How about that? So I think a lot of times often with myself, I can't speak for other women. I can only stand for me. But I think a lot of times when I have sought, you know what I'm saying, some type of advice, it's because maybe I am wrong. Maybe I am receiving, the message wrong. And this comes after my significant other, my husband, slash the man I'm dating, after they have spoke and told me what it is that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I just go run to girlfriends. My circle is so small, it's a dot. I'm the radius in the middle of the circle. I don't have a lot of people to go talk to. And when I was married, honestly speaking, the person that I went to most was my mom, because my mom is besides my grandparents, my mom is the only other married person that I've ever had around me. So now I have a sister that's older that I can go to. And she knows me and I know her. I don't want anybody to pacify me and tell me I'm right or wrong. I want someone to hold me accountable for my wrong and whatever the misunderstanding or miscommunication may be.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, hey, look, that's why you here. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew you gonna give it to us just like Queen. Do me a favor. Adjust your camera so that light ain't popping through too much.
I'm going
There
to
you
turn
go.
the light off.
Yeah. There you go. That's better. Thank you. So check this out. I'm gonna spread it over to Lady Rain. Lady Rain. When it comes to females and their friend circle, what you think? What you got on this?
Um, I agree with what was said so far. I think that you shouldn't. I think that you should speak to your mate first and resolve it there. I do think that what you do share with your friend circle is important, right? Because if you are staying in that relationship, this person is going to be around your friends and your family, and you don't want them giving them the side eye because you done told them all your business and all your information. So the things that you do share, I agree with Wolf, has to be like strategic in what you're sharing, right? And I also agree with Queen when she said that sometimes if you do seek outwards, it's did I understand the situation wrong? So now I'm gonna speak from a personal experience. I rarely will share out to my friends about something that may be going on. I'm gonna deal with it internally. But if it's something that I feel like I'm misunderstanding, I do have, which I spoke about before, I have a male best friend. He is married. And sometimes I'll speak to him or I'll speak to his wife, whatever, to be like, hey, did I view this wrong? What do you think about this? So that I can come back and maybe think about something with a different lens. But I'm still very cautious about what I'm sharing and how I'm sharing that information. Because at the end of the day, this is my partner or the person that I'm with. We're together. I'm not leaving and we're going to be together the next however many years. And again, I don't want anyone to view him differently when we are in those settings with other people. So I'm going to protect the situation that I have. I'm going to land there.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is details about boyfriends or significant others you don't share with your friend circle at all.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. Chrissy True Blue, it's on you. What you got?
So I believe what they said is true. You are supposed to talk to the person first. I do talk to like two other people if I don't understand something where maybe they see it in a different way and help me understand what is really going on. And I'm not going into details, but it's just like a general conversation to see what is their standpoint on things.
I'm gonna say what I got to say for last. Chantel, it's on you, man.
So are we talking about what we should do or what we actually do?
What you actually do. That's why I'm gonna save mine for last. Thank you so much, Chantel. I appreciate that. That's
So
pretty good.
yes, we should go and talk to our mate. Me, on my other hand, I'm telling my mama, I'm telling my sister, I'm telling my best friend, and we gonna figure this out together. And I will say, yeah, that was a problem in my marriage, and I still didn't understand it. Like, I need to talk to somebody and try to figure this out. And
Yeah.
tell me, like, his standpoint was they all in our business, and what you tell them, that's gonna, you know, um, make them see him in a different way. And that's why I'm not supposed to bring those things to them. And I'm just was all like, no, like, it's not. They're not like that. They're not going to do that. Like, yeah, they give me both sides. They tell me if I'm wrong, but I mean, I got where he was coming from, but did I stop doing that?
The cool thing about it is, what I like about our panel here, man, is a lot of us are in close proximity on other platforms. And when I'm on the other platform, I hear a lot of people. I ain't gonna say no names on this panel, and I ain't gonna put pinpoint. But if your toes hurt, it might got your name on it. I've heard people literally talking to other folks in their friend circle through the app, saying, remember this dude, or remember I told you about this, or remember I told you about that. And I will be honest to say, outside of Queen, it was all three of y'all.
So let me be clear about something. You said boyfriend. You said boyfriend or husband. If I'm talking to someone, right, and I'm just talking to them, this is not a boyfriend. This is not anything. There was a lot of things that happened in all my relationships that none of my friends know nothing about. They found out after the situation. But if it's a dude that I'm just talking to and we're not, no, then yeah, we're talking about that. But if it's my joint that I'm seriously in, I'm very cautious about what I'm saying and who I'm saying it to. But if it's just a fly by night situation, oh, we gonna chop that up all day. I'm going, hey girl, da da da. But not something that I honor and protect. Absolutely not.
Okay, I got you, Lady Rain. Anybody else? Because I put a charge on all three of y'all. Anybody else got anything to say?
What I said, I don't have a problem.
No, I'm sorry, Dominique. You took it straight on that one. You did admit it straight up. Go ahead, Chris.
I admitted to what I said. I don't have a problem with it at all.
You don't have a problem with telling it?
I've been in a situation where I thought something and I didn't go to the person, but this was not nobody I was in a relationship with. And I assumed something instead of going to that person. And when I went to the person, it was something totally different. But yeah, I talked to my best friend.
Gotcha. All right, so look like everybody admitting it, right? Lady Rain, you the only one I got something to push back on. I know you can take it. You big girl. So here's the thing. Here's the pushback I got for you. Right, with the knowledge that we know of progression, right? So the same way that you asked, was it a boyfriend or just some dude, and not your husband, not somebody significant, right? How? Because everybody starts out as some dude. Yeah, hold on. There's a beginning and an end. Everybody starts out as some dude, and then they end up to be old boy. Then they end up to be boyfriend. Then they end up being fiance. Then they end up being husband. Then they end up being ex-husband.
No, because you know the difference, right? If I meet you and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe we cultivated something. But then after a while, if you realize, all right, this is just something we chilling, then I know the difference, right? Like when I met my ex-husband, I didn't sit around and talk to my friends about this person, right? Because we were cultivating something, we were going somewhere, we were doing something. It was a
From
very
day
different
one?
situation from day one. It was a very
Okay.
different situation. It's the same thing with the last relationship I was in. You know who's for the foolery and who is not, because once you start realizing the foolery, then that's when you pick up the phone and you be like, girl, let me tell you about so and so and so and so. You saw Connecticut in my comments, right? No one really heard me say anything about Connecticut until whatever. And then once I realized he was going to be my not Facebook, FaceTime friend for the next 4 years of my life, now I could talk about you because you have no significant level in my life. I can talk about you. I can talk about your toes. I can talk about how you wear your hat crooked. I can talk about you. But if you are someone that I'm really cultivating or whatever, I'm going to protect that at all costs. And like I said, if you're someone that's really going to be in my life, I don't want my family, friends looking at you with the side eye. So I'm very cautious in what I share about the person that I'm going to hold closer to my heart.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all slide with this one. I promise you, because there's a whole intersection with 4 ways that I can go with this, but I'm just gonna park on side the road and I'm gonna wait my turn and I'm gonna let
Got a
anybody
cigar
up
for you,
here.
bro.
I know
You
that
got
one
a cigar.
looks real
You
good.
got a cigar. You was
That looks
funny.
real good. So check this out. Anybody up here got any last words on this topic? Because the last one is the main topic of the night, and I think it's really going to take us to uh, where we
Yeah,
need to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Play,
this. Go ahead, Wolf.
I think you play how you practice.
That's facts.
You
Definitely
play how
what
you
you do in
practice.
rehearsal. Definitely what you do in rehearsal, you damn sure gonna do on the stage. So I'm just I'm just put it like this. There's a lot of stuff that I heard that I know for a fact that's also on recorded lives that also can be replayed and shall be replayed and be used against you, not only in the court of law, but in the court of the streets. Um, Here's the fact. Whatever your relationship is to a core degree, it shouldn't be spewed until it's really handled, right? Because we will easily get outside of ourselves even after the fact of going still misrepresenting that person. Because you got to remember, when emotions are high, logic is low.
That's true.
So you get to talking shit even after something's resolved. You ain't gonna stop necessarily at that point of your shit talking. It's gonna be like, oh, and another thing, some bitch don't crack his toes right at night. I'm like, oh god damn, how did this come in fucking conversation? But here we go.
Not crack the toes right tonight is crazy.
I mean, once it's gone, it's dead, it's gone. Find ways to get it out your system, man. Practice meditation, find that relationship with self, and really get to it. That's the big thing. A lot of people, I used to ask people all the time, do you know how to be single? And the typical answer was, hell yeah, I just be by myself doing me. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. What? You don't understand that single is a relationship to self. Because when you become involved with somebody, rather it's your best friend, rather it's a godchild, you have to become selfless in those interactions. Sorry, but that's reality. And you're not going to escape the gravity pull of that shit. You can't get into these any of these situations and be about me, 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 me. You're gonna fuck up every time, and you're not gonna learn the lesson that you should have learned from the first time because you're not taking the time to really learn who you are in instances.
That's good, man. Because I'm pleased to hear by the sample size that we have here on the panel. I'm pleased to hear that the world is changing because all I know is, um, and it's changing by like from yesterday on towards the future. Because all I know is growing up, you know what I'm saying, all my female cousins and all their little homegirls and whatnot, and I got four sisters, right? And man, everybody that became husband got talked about when he was some dude. And even when he was husband, shit was going wrong, he got talked about as husband too. And now I look over here and I can tell you, I like to see stuff, and then people that got amnesia, I like to bring them back to it and say, you remember on April the 5th, 2026, when you said this? And I'll just make sure that I keep an ear to the ground that anytime we hear those stories, I'll make sure that I shed light and even bring y'all some clips back over here on YouTube. How about that? All right, too easy. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. I ain't identified. Listen, man. Tender ear and tender hearts, tender toes. I promise you, I'm speaking in a blanket form. This ain't targeting. I never honestly, all jokes aside, I do not target somebody. I speak my mind, and if it touches soul, it's a blessing. All right, so check this out. We're gonna go into our last topic of the night. Chrissy True Blue, man, you gonna start this one because you got some work to do. I got to round you up. I can't believe you started to fade to black. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a time in a day where you would tell the truth. But now we got more. I know what it is, D. Damn it, I just thought of what it was. You know why Chrissy changing, my guy?
Why?
Because I could, y'all, hey, all y'all up here, man, do me a favor. Go back to YouTube later on tonight when you ain't doing shit, right? And look at our previous Content Creators Lounge when Chrissy first came over here. You know why?
Why?
It was 6 guys and Chrissy was the only fucking female up here on this panel. For weeks.
So what that mean?
You switching up. You doing the sister code shit. And you fade. Yeah. Hey, this is beautiful. I just thought about it.
Said the sister code.
But you was a pick me. You was a pick me to the women when it was 6 guys up here. Boy, you had all the agreement for us. Oh yeah, fuck them bitches. They talking shit.
I still feel that way though. Ain't nothing changed. I still feel that way. Ain't nothing changed.
Okay, I'm just making sure we keep it all the way honest over here. You know I ain't gonna let nothing slide. It just hit me.
I know,
you was the only female over here for about 4 weeks.
I remember everything that I say. I can go back.
Keep talking.
I love it again.
Yeah. All right, TJ, I'm just keeping you honest, man, because I know you do the same thing. Because you know accountability is in our bylaws over here, right?
Most definitely is.
Okay, gotcha.
No, don't let us stop yet. Don't let us stop yet. Keep it talking.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Keep it talking.
What?
Keep it talking. Don't stop. Don't you stop. Goddamn, I got caps and tags on it, motherfucker. Goddamn. Hold on. Goddamn.
More than that. You gotta put on.
Hold on. Let me go get my cowboy hat. Then we're gonna make it really good.
Stupid. All right, so look, I'm just keeping everything honest, man, and up to par because I know. And
no, because
I know
I
you was starting to sound different. Go ahead.
I said the same thing on my live. So I do, like I said, I've been in situations where I did assume something that I was not. I was far from what it was. So instead of going to that person, I went to my best friends and I asked them the question. And they was like, go ask him before you go assume something. And that's what I did.
Your best friends gave you sound advice like that?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Where my caps at?
Don't start, D. Don't start. Talk about
okay. All right, I'm just making sure. Y'all,
our best friends ain't like that girl in that video.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, see that and thank you. I'm glad this shit recorded. Not too far long ago, my bro just said Chrissy started doing that sister code shit, and here you come, Chantel, come running in with your 6-inch heels right behind her. I'm glad this shit recorded.
I'm not about to play.
It can be recorded. I'm not. I take full accountability.
Okay, so check this out. Our topic, and it's right at the top of the hour too. Hey, listen, guys, if y'all watching us over there on YouTube, do us a favor, man. If you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so, man. Make sure you can comment in the comment section. Tell us about some of these topics that we've been talking about so far, and we greatly appreciate your feedback because there's a lot of freaking buffoonery up here on the panel tonight so far. I'm lost. I can't believe in my mind. There's a lot.
Buffoonery is crazy work.
Buffoonery is real. Okay. All right. So
Donald Trump need to show up tonight.
No. Okay. Woo. They don't want the Dom. So check this
Dom
out.
need to show up tonight.
Here's the reason why I said that, and it was, I told y'all, strategic and in order. As soon as I said the buffoonery, everybody not the buffoonery. Oh, Chrissy told me it's diabolical. Guess what? There's another topic. Y'all do know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this is for all of us, even the guys. But see, what happens is we just answer honest and in order. We just throw it out there. Boom. None of our answers so far have been challenged. Everybody doing this shit when we answer the question.
Y'all didn't answer the other question though. Y'all didn't answer that first.
Which one?
The one where are women too picky? Y'all didn't answer that question.
No. I didn't say women or people.
People.
Yeah, y'all didn't answer that.
Yeah, that's what the question are. People. Yeah. See, I knew it was going. See, in your heart, you feel like all these questions are targeting a specific group when it's actually not. It's just straightforward, right? To the point. Hey, anything that we've said so far that y'all disagree with? I'm talking in our answers.
But I mean, now that Chrissy did say it, like, what did y'all say about the pickiness?
And they didn't even answer about
right. What are some women that men won't date?
They didn't even answer about the professions either.
I got something for you. Okay, too easy. D, did you answer the question about pick?
Yes, I did, and I also gave an example as into why you need not to be.
Before you go, I know you did. I'm gonna let you reiterate what you said.
Okay,
but ladies and gentlemen, we can't make this shit up. We can't make it up.
Listen.
Oh man, hey, remind me. I got a cash app you, Chantel. You took the words out my mouth. Can't nobody remember what we said, but we definitely said something. Okay, too easy. Queen, welcome back to the live. Alright. Gotcha. You still trying to figure it out, Rain? What we said? You still trying to remember?
Refresh my memory.
Because I don't remember him saying something specific. Like we said, what kind of jobs women wouldn't date. We didn't get specific.
We didn't say jobs.
Okay.
No, you asked us, and so we were saying professions. So I'm saying I didn't hear the men say what kind of professions they wouldn't date.
The question was on the screen. It was on the screen.
It had nothing to do about. This is why I'm telling y'all, man. In relationships, y'all, this is what goes on. And that's why I always tell somebody that I'm disagreeing with in a relationship, we in the house by ourselves or we out in the car by ourselves or what it is. I'm jokingly serious when I say, do you mind if we can record this shit? Because that pisses them off even more. You know why? Because they can't add words, take words away, say you said something when you didn't, all this other shit. But now it's recorded. I'm going to tell you this. Nobody said what y'all just said right there. The question had nothing to do about jobs. Rain, the one brought up occupation. Or Queen.
I was saying that you asked what is something that people choose as a pickiness. Chrissy said what she thought. Chantel said what she thought. I mentioned jobs. And then we started talking about jobs around people who wouldn't date certain jobs. That's how the conversation extended. I just simply said, out of curiosity, piggybacking off of what Chantel said, is what kind of jobs would you men not date? Since she mentioned that you guys didn't really answer the pickiness question.
So Wolf can't answer that question. Jobs would men date? There is a list out there that men throw around. And that list has specific reasons why they wouldn't. But I don't know if all y'all on this panel want that list.
What, can you name 3? 4?
I can. I'll be the first one to do it. Let me name it. First one is a teacher. All right?
Yep. No, you didn't.
No, I swear to God.
No, you told me. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Don't do me like that. I promise you, you can go ask some of your male friends.
Let me tighten up my sweater. Go ahead.
Ask some of your male friends, and I'm going to tell you the reason why, these reasons that I've heard. This is just what I've heard, right? And what I kind of understand, right? So the first one would be a teacher. And the reason why men say don't date female teachers is because this is something they say now. They say that they conversate with adolescents all day long, and their mindset is hard to shift when they're leaving that 8th grade class, that 3rd grade class, that high school class, right? 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th. And they say that they have a hard time getting out of teacher mode. So even when they talking at their person, or male, or man, or husband, or whatever it is, they're literally trying to always teach him, right? Not understand him, not converse back and forth, to listen to know, where he's coming from. They're always being in lesson mode. That's one of the reasons why. Y'all shout out our homeboy Tavon Pro Boy. What up, homie?
Yeah. So to follow up my brother real quick.
What up, bro?
To follow up to what you just said, in confirmation, in good favor, concerns are over high. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Don't do that.
We answer one profession, not three.
Hold on. Hold on. We doing a follow up. So this is a follow up confirmation of what he said. Not one, just this one. Concerns are over high stress levels, extreme fatigue, limited free time, and work bleeding into personal time, leaving little energy for relationships. One.
I know.
Is you
next?
Chrissy, I know you lying.
Look, is you
next?
Hey, D, awesome. Before you go to the next one, now you do know that me, Tavon Pro Boy, because I'm sure he was one of the 6 people watching, right? And watching on the way in, and our homeboy Wolf down at the bottom. We're all veterans. When they got to talking about military people, nobody threw a piss fit. He didn't make a comment in the comment section, and me and Wolf didn't trip. Military was one of the things they talking about the most cheating subjects on the planet Earth. Nobody said nothing, because I heard the same thing. And I've seen it. But not only just in males, definitely in females. TDY, temporary divorce for a year. Fella, have you ever heard that term? I know that's right. And every daggone person in the uniform, when they deploy with me for deployments, right? When they received their TA-50 and got their ass on the bird and landed in foreign soil, they say, let the fun begin. And I've seen colonels. I'm snitching all you motherfuckers in the military now. I've seen colonels. I've seen sergeant majors. I've seen privates creeping to chews and little bunkers, cutting up, right? So I agree when y'all said the military was doing the most. But now that we on teachers, and we're telling, he's literally on a computer with his. I'm telling you where it came from guys that I heard talk about teachers. And I ain't even finished my list, but D, go ahead.
No, I'm just backing everything you said. So I'm waiting on career number 2, which I already got queued up.
So career number 2. Career number 2. Y'all ready for this? I'm saying the goddamn drum roll.
No, it is.
I got some crickets for your ass, though. So check this out. On career number 2, nurses.
Ding, 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 ding.
They said, nurses, don't date the nurses. Why? Some of the things that go on between the physicians and the nurses is diabolical. They always going to conferences and getting these hotel suites, and they be paid for and bought by the actual medical field. And after the seminar is over, the semen is passed. They said, y'all love me. I'm telling you right now, because I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Nurses have a high stress level. I'm sure D gonna start reading on some of this stuff. D, you ready? Can I pass it to you yet? All right,
reinforcement.
I was waiting on that one more point to be made. Well, to confirm, erratic scheduling. All right. Nurses frequently work 12-hour shifts, weekends, holidays, and making it difficult for plan dates and spend consistent time together. Emotional and physical fatigue, high stress involvements involving patient trauma to death can leave nurses physically worn out and emotionally unavailable at home. Need for solitude. After high energy shift, nurses often require quiet, safe space which partners may not misinterpret or disinterest or be detached from. Oh God, perception of infidelity. You dirty little girl.
Gotcha. You can stop right there. You can stop right there. Okay, and then last but not least, before we bring in and introduce our brother Tavon Pro Boy, Tavon P to the panel. The last and not least, somebody said it up here. I think it was the first one said, and it was law enforcement, female cops. That is, and then the fourth one, of course, I've already said military, which there are in the order. All of them are actually equal, is what people say. It's just the order that I chose to say them in. So nothing is higher or less. It's all the same. These are the four things that God said, the four occupations that God said do not date. Teachers, nurses, cops, military. Tavon Pro, what's up, homie? Welcome to the panel.
Hey, what's good? Hey. All of them pay checks on time, so hey, look.
Hey, you right though. All of them got guaranteed money flow.
That's all good. That's guaranteed money. There's always a need for it. You know what I'm saying? You know,
You're right. You're right. All right. Too easy.
Hey, you just gotta get them. You just gotta get them in a season part of their life.
Bullshit.
So you said the nurse named Ethel that we got to catch her. Beulah May. She done fooling around.
Hey, if they're military, you gotta get them at the 15. If they're a nurse, you gotta get them at the 25. If you
talking about years,
we talking about 15 years
age, y'all. Just kick this motherfucker.
Yeah. and police officers, you gotta get them at about 30 to 40. You know. You can't get them in single digits. It's not a good.
So now that the list is out there, and Rain, you asked for it, so I'll give you the mic first before we go on to the last topic. So anything you want to say towards the list, because nobody other than some people up here know. Well, the world know now which occupation is yours because you showed up and showed out when it was mentioned. But go ahead, look.
I mean.
No.
So now, this is how, I don't got nothing to say. I don't have nothing to say. But I will say
wish I
this
didn't
now.
know.
When people ask me why I'm single, I'm going to be like, because I'm a teacher. That's what I'm going to say. That's my excuse. This is what my excuse going to be. I'll be like, because I'm a teacher.
Gotcha.
And watch the fellas be like, I got it. I understand.
Actually, that's not what they say. Most people love that I'm a teacher.
Because
Thank you very much.
yeah, I know what apple they want to bring you too. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. You are not hard on the eyes, so you having that type of career, it makes it a little exciting. Like, oh yeah, she came to the room with her glasses on, had a yardstick in her hand and everything.
No, D is a damn fool.
No, D is telling the truth. So check this out. All right. So anybody else got anything to say, ladies? The list is out there. Y'all disagree with any of that list?
Nope.
Actually,
Chantel, what you do for a living? What you do, Chantel? What you do for a living, Chantel?
Because nobody asked Ray what she did for a living. She just started cutting up. I don't know, because I try not to identify nobody by name. I just went by title. So we're going to do it like this. Wolf, you straight?
I am.
He looking like, look at this buffoonery here.
I mean, I'm just trying to help the views.
I got a lower back issue, so I got to be still sometimes.
Oh, I guess because you still.
But it's not a hard stop on those careers. It's just that knowing, what those things are, you can combat them because you know in advance. So if you have an erratic schedule, maybe be a little bit more attentive to like scheduling your dates and being mindful of those things. I don't think any guy, a reasonable guy, is not going to have a hard stop. Oh, you're a teacher, can't talk to you. No.
Disclaimer: this man been disclaimer: this man been married since he was 19.
Yeah, I haven't really been out there dating, so
I want you to understand this. This man has been married since the 1900s. Okay, it is 2026.
You're a good man. They don't make them like you no more, bro. They don't make them like you no more.
No. They make him like him. It's the other side. They don't make like that no more.
That's why I had to throw that in there. All right, too easy, man. Hey, Wolf, you blessed, bro. And we happy to have you over here because we gonna need you. I told you this is last live. we down the road, the buffoonery gets worse as longer we continue to come back every week after week. So, man, I hope one day, if she don't mind, that we can see both of y'all on camera and giving us those good stories and examples about, how y'all are being strong, going strong for this long. And that's all jokes aside, my guy. So if that's something that y'all can bless us with, even if she don't want to come on here because of a bunch of Negroes that might say something that hurt her image, y'all can do a pre-recorded video and I'll play it up here on the panel. That way she can stay not collateral damage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She can stay innocent and pure and don't let nothing rub off of her to where y'all arguing after we get off the live. All right, too easy. With that being said, man, we're going to get into our last topic of the night. I love this shit. All right, here we go. Last one of the night, and it's coming to you by way of y'all favorite girl, Kendra G. Let's do it. Kendra G recently went on Cam Newton's show and Funky Fridays. And Kendra G was sitting up there. Now, y'all don't know who Kendra G is. I mean, out here on YouTube world, I'm sure you do. But on the panel, if y'all know who Kendra G is?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Go ahead.
All right. I knew we were going to have at least one. Queen, Kendra G hosts a live. She started out on IG Live. All right. Then she not transferred, but then she starts simultaneously streaming on other platforms. Facebook, YouTube, and now she has her own dating app, right? And it's pretty big, right? Good thing about it is it's actually outdoing the T app. That's the good thing about it, right? It's actually doing, and she has a dating show, right? She puts singles together, like we see on these platforms now. A lot of people have dating shows, and she, put man and woman together and hope to get marriages down the road. Well, Kendra G started out and she ran with the energy of this guy. And Kevin Samuels had already had his stuff popping off. And she said that she didn't take his style, but a lot of people criticized her by that and said she copycat off of Kevin. They was out at the same time. This is well before, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. This is well before he transitioned. And I watched both of them because I'm an avid YouTube watcher. I don't think she took his style. I just think that there was a lot of talking points that was out there in the manosphere and red pill, blue pill, and all this other shit that you can't have it. It's like us on this panel. I don't think we took nobody's style. I just think there's a lot of panel discussions out there on topics. And if you go week after week or day after day, you're going to cover some of the same topics. So if anybody ever told you stole their topics, you tell them to go to hell. All right, too easy.
Right.
So Kendra G went on Cam Newton's show, and a certain question came up. And when I seen it, I said, look at this buffoonery here. So when that question came up, I'm going to let y'all see the video, but then I'm going to hit you with the question. Got it. Here we go.
Let me tell you something. Now, shout outs to Mary J. Blige, who is the queen of everything. She done all them songs, all them tours around the world, and Kendu got to get some of her. He ain't sang not one song on a boot on stage with Mary J. Blige. As hard as I work, you got me crazy if you think I would marry a man and then he would be up in heaven singing background with Whitney Houston. He would be in Michael Jackson dance classes. He would not be on earth with the money that I created. So I'm not setting myself up in that position, period.
All right, so Kendra was going to catch a whole felony if she lost a divorce case where her spouse took half of her income. Half. She had to pay him with a significant amount of her income. Now, we do know that that Mary J. Blige situation with Kendu getting spousal support, that don't typically happen that often. So that's a very, very minority case, okay? So the question would be, how do you feel about a person taking half when it comes down to divorce? This is an open question, so I'm not going to choose a person. Anybody want to speak, you can speak freely, but just know, what about this live, Kristen?
It is pre-recorded, and it is going to be played back at national TV, and everybody
there you go. Anybody want to go on this topic? How do you feel? Go ahead, home.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I won't give her a whole ass whooping, but I get her a half ass whooping to start. So no, no. I'm, I'm joking, but I'm not joking.
Oh shit.
Hey, come back to me, man, because this is a touchy situation.
I'll go so I can get it over with.
Go ahead, Chantel.
So as someone who is actively waiting for her divorce papers to be signed, yeah, I wanted half of everything. I did. But the reality of it is no. Did I get half? No.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay, check this out. Check this out. The question is not if you got half. How do you feel about a person who does get half?
Do they deserve? I don't think they deserve it.
I would say it depends on the length of the relationship. I mean, but then again, that's just me speaking on, I know it depends on how long y'all been together, what was obtained before the marriage, during the marriage, how much that person, each person makes, and all of those things. So knowing all the details of it all, once you go through all of it, if they deserve it, then the courts are going to give it to them. If it's not, if the numbers don't align, then they're not going to get it.
Okay.
I don't feel if you didn't help me get it, and I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all.
By the way, fellas, Chrissy is rich. She's loaded. So go ahead and get her DM right now.
Don't get in my DMs. But nah, for real, I don't feel that way. Because I feel people, you have so many people now that marriage is like a contract, right? So you got women, like it's I don't know if he's a football player or a basketball player, but he had married to this lady, and then he went down. His career went down. She's divorcing him. She's
That's every football player that got a divorce.
No,
but go ahead.
it's like trending, but she's getting like half of everything that he owns. And I think they was only married for 6 months.
And this is why you need to join the Sit Bro Army, bro. Headed by me and my brother T Max Network over here. We're gonna get you straight, brother Wolf. You don't necessarily need the Sit Bro Army, but we would still love you to be a part of moral support and building the foundation of our brothers, so we can have more stand up right fellas. So in situations like this, in some cases, take half, move on. At the end of the day, half is very, very important on what we understand, not just the financial. Because when you look at some of the half and why the men have the type of turnarounds they have, Chrissy, because half of their damn heart is being taken out of their chest when the situation happened. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. It's the fact that, hey, you have been with me. I was looking toward down the fucking finish line with the casket dropping and you putting roses on that bitch. Not you walking out the front door, shaking your ass to the next girl trip. No, I was foreseeing us doing this thing called life together. But you took half of my heart out. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have married you after college. Mm-hmm. I would have done me. I would have been for the streets. I would have been sensationally living the best life with the cash flow I had coming in. But instead, I decided to build family and foundation because I, one, believe in principle in God, and I believe in standard of what my father put in me. But we don't have that discussion. We have the discussion of what we see. And again, I told y'all this the other day, I said, people don't listen. I encourage people to really listen because this is where men go into this space of, you ain't got nobody to talk to. That was the farthest of a foundation I've ever heard an explanation of why men have the breakdown. This coming from me because half of their damn heart is going out the damn window. Got nothing to do with the money. Because if a woman was upright and maybe lost her mind or whatever the case may be, and she couldn't figure out who she was, most cases, man, like, hey, man, go on, give her half. She's been there with me. She just don't know who she is. Give her half. Make sure she have a good life.
Right.
I just need to be able to check in on every night, if that's the case. But that's not the case. Motherfuckers leaving out there healthy, whole, and I'm unhappy. No, you just want to be outside.
All right, too easy. So anybody else got who didn't go? Wolf. How would you feel if Not speaking no death on your marriage. I'm saying I'm talking about just marriage in general. A person getting half.
I mean, I speak on mine. If something, God forbid, if it,
No, don't do that. No.
okay.
I believe in the power, life and death lies in this thing. Don't put that on yours. We talking in general.
I mean, D made me think for a minute there. Initially,
Shame on you, leave.
what Dominique was saying, I resonated with that a little, with quite a bit. I was like, well, it depends on the situation. If we've been together from the beginning and we built this together, then we split these assets and you go on and I'll go on. I do, but I also think that what Chrissy said as well, that sometimes we're going with ill intentions, and then sometimes, like what Dee was saying, people leave prematurely. They're not really fighting for the marriage. They're leaving because, well, I'm not happy. Well, you're not going to be happy all year. Even in Florida, we got great weather, but during the summer, it thunderstorms every single evening. So it's not always going to be good. But I do see that it is one-sided. There are a lot of times, one partner may be highly successful and the other partner could just be mediocre when it comes to economics. And then they're leaving with half of what you built. And I don't think that's fair. I think it's a complex thing, and I don't think it's dealt with complex solutions. I think it's just boom, we're just gonna cut in half, screw this person over, and let's move on to the next case.
Anybody else? Chantel, Queen.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something? Okay, so if the status is already built, then I feel like you are not entitled to half. If this is a ride or die type thing, and you saw me through dust, dirt, funk, and all of that type of stuff, then yes, you may be entitled to some things, but I still have children over here that I need to look out for. So half might not be in the equation, but I won't be completely selfish. And to kind of try to bounce back a little bit off of what Dee said, what if it's my heart that I'm protecting by leaving? What if I planned on you to be here? However, you're breaking my heart because I have this status. You're going to get half, or you feel like you're entitled to half. We didn't work that much for that. And what if I'm protecting myself? You know what I mean? Like, prenups are there for a reason. And I mean, you're not going to just...
You still on my phone, Queen. Get off the prenup side.
I'm sorry.
Go back. Yeah,
okay.
No, keep going with everything.
Okay. Well, from a 19-year thing, I only wanted my last name back, and I'm going to be honest. I did not want half of anything that he had. I wanted my child to be okay, and I wanted my mental clarity and my last name. I didn't care about nobody's money. My granddaddy taught me how to make my own money, so I'm a big girl. I make money. I don't need his.
I know that's right, Queen. We appreciate you. We appreciate you on that. For some reason, you and I think a lot alike because you've been grabbing my talking points all night long. I was about to go somewhere with that P word.
I also, just to add on that too, Mac, that I think child support is overinflated as well. I think there should be a trust set aside for the child. So as opposed to the woman getting these huge settlements, or the man getting these huge settlements and then living this lavish lifestyle, I think there should be 529s and trust and things like that paid as opposed to support, and splitting the expenses with the child, not necessarily an overflow, an overage paid to the mother to glamorize herself and maintain a lifestyle that was provided for her or him.
Hey, Wolf, I'm so glad you said that, and I'm gonna give Lady Rain because I feel energy coming from her side, so I'm gonna give her a chance to respond if she chooses to. But I think that in that same case, I agree with everything you just said, and in that same case, I think that if whoever it is, because women pay child support too, so whomever it is, right? I gave y'all one. Like, it ain't all this, Chantel, because it's a very small few that had to end up doing it. So, but here's the thing. I think that in the case of child support, whoever has to pay it, whether it be $700 a month, $1,000 a month, $1,200, $1,500 a month, whoever has to pay it, the receiving parent should not have to show receipts of what they did with that money. You know what the receiving parents should have to show? Receipts of them spending the same amount. Mm-hmm. Not with the money of the child support coming in. As I say, they should have, because here's the thing. If you take, let's say a woman is paying, because we're going to put it fairly across the board. A woman is paying $1,200 a month. Bro, I got 3 children, biologically, okay? I ain't never, like, in 30 days of what? I don't want to go here. But who, you can put daycare, you can put soccer, you can put food, you can put clothes, because motherfuckers ain't buying clothes every month either.
You still have to pay for shelter.
You got to pay for that anyway.
Okay, but your portion for that shelter for that child.
No, hell no. So this is the reason why we should never let judges. What?
Because you wouldn't need.
Stop.
You need a 1-bedroom, not a 2-bedroom.
Rain, you making my point. This is about to get real good. Y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend that from this point on, at an hour and 25 minutes, shit is about to get greater. Okay.
And I got something to say.
Say it, right?
I said that.
No, I'm gonna stick on this point real quick before you go somewhere else. You said you can get a 1-bedroom, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to say on that before I crush your building with like pink cookies?
I wanted to add one other thing.
Go ahead.
You can even write off on your taxes a portion of your apartment, right, for when you do business. So if I can include it on my taxes, then the child support should be included in my rent, because I got an extra bedroom.
You done?
Sure.
Gotcha. Everybody up here good? Before I go?
Go.
All right.
I don't agree with that.
Hold on. I'm coming to everybody down there. All right? I like these faces that I'm seeing.
Oh, my God.
Chantel, let me ask you a question, Chantel. How many small children do you have?
What's small?
Under the age of 13.
None.
Under the age of 18.
3.
You got 3 under 18?
3 under 18.
Okay, gotcha. Y'all are not, you don't mind me asking these questions on live, do you? Like y'all in the house?
I'm in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Okay, 3-bedroom apartment. Gotcha. So, Chrissy, how many young kids do you have under 18 in your house?
None.
You stay alone?
None. 0.
You stay alone?
No, I stay with my kids.
Okay, all of them older than 18.
Yeah.
How many rooms in there?
3.
Rain, I thought I heard you say the other day you stayed alone.
While my kid is at college, yes.
Okay, how many rooms you got in your space?
2.
Okay. Queen, I like Queen. The reason why Queen stayed muted because she agreed with everything that we say over here at T-Max Network. But Queen, I'm gonna ask you.
I don't want my background noise to interfere.
I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know, but I'm gonna ask you a question before I pass it to D and the fellas or any of the ladies that got something to say. Queen, in your humble opinion, and you don't gotta agree. You just say I know you're gonna answer like Queen. So, in your humble opinion, in 2026, how many women or men that's getting look? Y'all ask y'all favorite realtor. Because we got somebody down here that lend mortgages and stuff like that. But go and find your favorite realtor that's renting spaces or your rental properties, right? The people that run, the property managers, I should say, not rental property, the property managers. And ask them, what's the hardest goddamn property to take off from being vacant? Like in apartments? If y'all in apartments right now, look on y'all website of your apartment and tell me which one got more vacancies than others. You know why? It ain't because everybody got kids. It's because all you niggas do not want a studio apartment. Y'all think that's for youth and little kids and young people starting out. every single person without kids, hold on, every single person that I know, I ain't gonna say every, majority of the single people that I know, they get extra space for people to come and visit. They get extra space for friends that get intoxicated in case they want to stay over. This is how people choose it, man. Maybe not in New York or in Mars, but everywhere down here in the South, people never buying just enough. Matter of fact, they ain't even getting apartments when they need one, when they should have an apartment.
I will agree. I will agree because
houses.
Next,
ahead,
I will agree. I will agree because I say I don't own my home. This is my grandma's home. It's a 3-bedroom. It's enough for me and my children right now. They are adults. My baby is 20, but in my future plans, my home goals are to buy a home big enough so that one, it'll be an air property for my children, and two, if life kicks them in the ass, then they can always have a place to call home. I am the revolving door for them, and that is my plan. So I can agree with what you just stated.
Gotcha,
it would be a space for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. No, you good. You good. We got it. Hey, listen.
I mean, it'll be my own space. Yeah.
No, go ahead, Queen. I think it's a little small delay, but go ahead.
I'm landed.
So it could be I don't want to say culture thing. I don't know, right? Because I do live in New York. That's not the conversations that we have, right? And I don't know how people do it in the South. I don't know because I'm not from there. I'm from here. But most times, most people, when they're a single person, they either going for a studio or they're going for that 1-bedroom. And that's it. No one is really like getting extra space. So I'm coming from that thought process. If I did not have children, I am living in a 1-bedroom. Give me the smallest situation.
You know why? Do you know why? Because y'all studios in 1-bedroom cost a mortgage down here in the South. So y'all are going for the inexpensive way. If y'all could have a 3-bedroom apartment for the price of a studio apartment, you would for the extra space. And all of this right here that we in right now came because Chantel wanted to bring up some crazy shit talking about that you got to pay extra rent because you got a kid. Now, if you got 3, 4, 5 kids where you could definitely gonna need some extra space, I get it. But man, listen, next time we on anybody else's panel, here's what I'm gonna ask everybody up there. So, Rain,
I still disagree though. But even if I wasn't in New York,
disagree.
But let me say this though, because I still feel like it's optional, right? Because as a single person, you can either choose to live in a 2-bedroom, cool. You can choose to live in a 1-bedroom studio. You can choose to backpack through Europe if you want to. What I'm saying is, when you have children, your expenses still are very different than if you are a single person. So when you talk about this, when you talk about child support,
I never said that it weren't.
Right. So rent should be included in that.
You have to, the other party have to do the same
food,
thing, wouldn't they?
Rent should all be included in child support because it's for the support of your child.
Wolf just asked you a real good question.
Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry.
They both would have to accommodate for the child as well for visitation. So why would you have to pay her? You know, you're splitting it, right?
Let me tell you something, and I'm speaking for me personally. If I had that situation, that child gonna be there every other weekend, Christmas, how you can have the child.
But answer his question though.
I think that's something that both parties have to share. You both have to make accommodations for the child for when you have the child. So
while you gotta get extra space in your child support money, he gonna have to get extra space and still pay you child support.
Right, so it should wash out.
But it should be fair, right? I'm not saying that it shouldn't be fair, so it has to make sense.
It should wash out, meaning don't nobody pay for your extra space because they got to have extra space for your kid too.
Right.
Hold on, Wolf.
Now, that's why I said there's some complexity to it. That's why I said there's some complexity to it. So, you know, because it isn't for you to have a surplus, right? Or to maintain, it's for the child. So you have to make accommodations for the child. The other party has to make accommodations for the child. Then whatever I think that it should go as far as having the fiduciary if the two can't work it out amongst themselves. And then whatever expenses are related to the child, then they split. And then on top of that, they both should be responsible for contributing to the child's college. So they both should be contributing to a 529. At that point, the child is split. But I think the way the system is set up now is that they're having the party that's the breadwinner give a surplus to accommodate for the departing party's lifestyle. And I think that's where I take issue with it. You know, if we build it together, we're splitting the empire 50-50. Now you have to steward your side just as I have to steward mine. But if it wasn't built together, then we really should just be splitting the expenses related to the child, and we both should be contributing to the child's college throughout.
So can I just say this piece of it for someone who actually, and I don't know about anyone else on the panel, I never received child support, so let's start there. However, I did go through the child support process. And when we speaking about, I do think when people have a certain amount of money, that sometimes the women, they like, I need $30,000 a month. And some of that can be a bit insane, right? But I know when I filled out my child support papers, they ask you a list of the child's expenses, right? Everything from medical to food to what do you spend in child care.
That's because them fools is on y'all side. Like they want you to think of all types of y'all do know that's an actual case, right?
So I'm speaking to what he said is that when you fill out the thing, and I'm telling you what the lady asked me, they asked, how much do you spend in clothes? How much do you spend in Medicare? How much do you medical? Like they ask you for the breakdown of the whatever, right? And so you break it down. They ask you for what you spend in extracurricular activities, right? Whatever that is for them, whatever that totals, right? And then they say, okay. Now, I can't speak for no one else. I know in New York City, it is 17% of whatever the person's income is, right? Because my child's father lived out of state, it was broken down a little differently. Our child support was actually split 49-52 because we made almost the same amount of money. And so it was split that way. He made slightly more than me, which is why it was split 49-52. I know that when my ex-husband did his child support for his children, his was split like 70-30, where he paid 70% of the kids' care, and because his children's mother wasn't working at that time. So I do agree. So again, I'm just going to go back to mine. It was split 49-52 because he made slightly more money than me. Now, if we made the same money, it probably would have been split 50-50 for the care of my child. And I want to say, like, I'm not saying that there aren't people out here who are getting whatever amount of money from a man, and some things is like, all right, maybe that's not fair. But for the most part, like when you hear about these numbers that are like coming in from what women are actually receiving for child support, it doesn't always align where it's not enough to actually take care of the child.
So that's why I was going to interject real quick. I don't know how we got on this energy where men are paying it and women are receiving it. I know how we got on it because that's the fucking reality that we live in. But did y'all hear how I started the question? The question was started as if it's a woman paying $1,200 a month. The reason why it shifted and everybody got something to say is because we got reality of receiving and giving, right? And that's how now we got on it as if it's the man paying and the woman receiving. Because the reality of it is very small times that the women have to pay it. But I use the example for a reason, so we didn't get here. D, I'm gonna let you go right here. And the plane our land is back to the apartment or the house or the extra space. So basically what you're saying is once the kid get grown and gone, no matter what the child support or the alimony does, cut on or stay on, that you should downgrade to a lesser studio apartment if it's just you. Not you, Rain. You live in a different world. People in New York are fighting for the one-bedroom apartments so they can pay less. I ain't talking about, I'm not just being real.
No, I was thinking about a scenario. I was thinking about a scenario.
Go ahead, D. I just want to make that clear.
I just want you to interact with me, bro. If a man gets paid every week, does child support coming every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that woman receive that child support every week?
Yeah.
If it's court ordered.
If it's court ordered, yes, they do.
Yeah, no, you won't.
If it's court ordered.
I'm gonna tell you something like this. It's very, very, very few that get that weekly child support because why? What is child support?
Taxable.
It's a business. Not one time did anybody go in there, did they ever think that they was in the forefront of their business when the forefront of the business like, oh no, it's about us. You get yours when we get good and ready. We got light bills. We got all these other credentials that we gonna talk about, and then we gonna issue out your cash. Because we ain't just collecting from you and for you. We collecting for him, her, he. But it's very few men that get that 1,200, and it's most of the time they don't want it. So when most men get on child support, this is stupid. Go live your life. Just leave us the hell alone. Like you can come visit the kids, but don't come over here with that craziness. Or more than likely, we gonna have to see something about, and it ain't gonna come through this court because we gonna go for the criminal route. All right. So this whole thing about this narrative of child support, yeah, it should be done. But as parents, shouldn't we be securing our child's future instead of hyping up our child's present? Because most cases, people just want to really let little Junebug look cute. Look at my baby. Oh, we got the new matching Jordans. T Max, put us on the channel. Put us on the channel, T Max. And the whole time that some bitch can't count for shit. Junebug, What's one? Now, hold on, wait for it. Now,
Come on.
now, when I try to pull up on Rain and take her out on a date, she talk about dumbass Junebug because he ain't with his daddy. And I'm like, nah, I gotta leave Rain alone because she just won't talk to me about work because this chick getting child support for Junebug that can't count.
All right, too easy.
That's why you get a fiduciary.
Yeah, facts. And we all know that in these cases of divorce and alimony and child support, man, the child is rarely the one who receives the reward from all that. And then something too, that's what I was going to add. But Pete, go ahead. Anybody up here got anything else to say? Because I'm going to ask one more question about this same topic. Go ahead, Pete.
Man, hey man, don't be happy. For one thing, you gotta select your partner, man. Whoever you gonna select, make sure that joker can take care of your kids. All right, so let's start there. But this is for me. My bad, man. If the mother ain't got no ambition, and good God, man. I don't pay for child support, man. The shit is stupid. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get me off. Get off here.
Here's the final question I got for y'all, man. Because we was right there on that child support thing, right? How would you feel if you had to be a FaceTime parent?
Hell nah.
I've been there.
Hold on, fellas.
How old is the
Just
child?
a question for the brothers, or
I won't be on FaceTime.
How old is the child? We talking little kid.
Yeah.
Little kid. We talking little kid.
I won't be on FaceTime.
I wouldn't like that. I don't like that. I ain't doing that.
Chantel?
What do you mean FaceTime parent?
Like what? What is it?
Like that's not.
We ain't doing that.
Lady Rain?
Is that real?
No,
like,
hold on, Pete. You gonna go first out of the fellas, Pete?
No, I can't be no face. I can't be no FaceTime parent. I need to show up.
That's what you mean. Like only time you see the kid is during FaceTime.
Hold on. Say that again, Rain.
I said I can't be a FaceTime parent. Like I need to be present, showing up. I need to see my kid.
I love T-Max Network. Go ahead, Pete. Everything
I'm not
is
gonna try to
always
be long, but
strategic
I'm
and in
saying.
order. Trust me.
All right, so initially, I went into the military because of my kid, right? So I didn't know what type of job I was picking, but my job afforded me for my kid. So from that, I became a FaceTime parent because they wanted my ass to go to war. And I know to pay I guess what you would call child support, healthcare, clothes, food provided, everything, household, everything. My ass became a FaceTime parent, right? So through that, it requires a little bit more extra attention because them little jokers be out of character. So, you got to put them time in. And I've been deployed 7 times. So I've been a FaceTime parent to multiple kids over that duration of time. With that, I made it a priority to try to connect with the parents so I can, well, my kids' moms, um, to make sure that I do what I got to do. And, looking back and reflecting on it, I don't think I made a bad decision because my kids are doing well. You know, yes, there are some things that was sacrificed, but when you're looking down the road, I was able to provide and be a solid father because I knew that I was coming back to my kids to mend those gaps that we had in between the FaceTime. So I had to put a little bit more effort and put some of the things that I wanted to do behind me. Um, so that was a wrap up of what I had to do. So that was it, man.
Okay. Anybody got anything they want to add to that FaceTime for parent? Wolf?
That
I
shit
can't
ain't
speak
cool.
from experience, but I think it would be I mean, I think it's extremely difficult. And a lot of kids are having to deal with that. Yes, the man can find a way to provide, but there's so much more that's needed than just providing. And when those marriages are dissolved and he really can't play a part in really cultivating the culture with the kid because the kid is not in his presence often enough. That's why I always tell people to really try their best to really try and kind of thug it out through and try and find a way to make it work because there's so much these kids miss. There's so many questions that they may not ask when dad is not really around on a consistent basis. Again, I can't speak from experience. My wife and I, all of our kids, we raise them, they're gone. But I have lived the experience of seeing others go through it. And it's painful for the father that's not there. It's painful for the mother if she's not there. And it's also painful for the kids, even if they don't say it when they're not there. I know my dad wasn't there. I used to wonder, like, how tall is it? How does he look? There's just so many questions that they may not ask, trying to stay strong, even for mom, that they miss, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely right. So anybody else got anything they want to say?
I'll be completely transparent about this situation. I'm glad you asked this question, bro. Because there's a 23-year-old beautiful girl out there who has my DNA running through her body, and she was withheld from me. She was. My best friend talked me off the ledge because the only thing I wanted to do was exit her mother from this realm. Strapped, Desert Eagle in hand. He's like, "Oh, what you about to do?" I said, "I'm about to go take care of something real quick." "Well, hold on, I'm coming with you." "Oh no, buddy, this is a solo man's job. And hell I go and I can't take you with me." "Oh no, but that's too much conviction. I don't like that. You gotta stay here and talk to me." And that's how one person was saved. However, the agony of something so simple, not agreeing to lie and play a game, I won't ever lie to my kids. Not gonna do it. That shit ain't cool. It ain't cute, and the damn show can't be culture, right? We saying we want to bring people and make them to better human beings. This, that, and third. Now, this young lady who was 23, birthday the day after mine. We got to meet. It was a wonderful interaction. But that poor baby was trying to solve the world's problem in one meeting. And I'm like, "Baby, hold on. I got you. I'm here." And she was pleased to call me dad. And she's like, "Is it okay?" I'm like, "It's cool." She was really just trying to give her all. But the guy that she had been calling dad just died last week. So now my mother in my ear, "Hey, call her." "No, ma'am. That's too much. That's too much to be putting on somebody that's already coming to a realization about a lot of things that has transpired over the last 20 some years of her life." And all of a sudden, the new nigga just, "Hey, your daddy's here." "Yeah, I know the nigga died, but I'm right here." No, we're not doing that. We're not. Nobody thinks about those type of implementations that happen because we all think we know what the fuck life is gonna be. We got this shit figured out. And all I can do is pray for the baby. Because she's a beautiful child. She's a sweet child. We had time and interaction when she was a baby, up to about her 1 year old birthday. And after that, blur.
Wow.
Shout out to my best friend Brandon. Said
AD,
she was
AD,
she was gonna
I,
have a mother.
AD, I'm not going to negate your situation, right? I will just say this, like sometimes, like I'm not saying that I have perfect relationships with my children's mom, but like what's trending right now is like a lot of families are spread it apart. This is not like back in the days where like grandma was right down the street and like your whole family was within blocks. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
are don't what they don't have no choice but to be in certain locations to capture certain opportunities. So
No,
your
it
yeah
wasn't that.
your situation is unique, but huh?
It wasn't that.
No, your situation is a unique one. I got you, and like I said, I'm not negating it, but certain opportunities will, especially if the parents are not together, and the opportunity comes, you if separating from your child and not being in that local, in close proximity to your kid, and you're going to
Mm-hmm.
get, that you're making a conscious effort to be in that child's life, you're going to have to go and put a little extra effort into getting back to that kid. So being a FaceTime parent, that's like you're like, hey, this is the way that I can afford to provide for you, is me being away from you. But
Oh no, no,
I'm
no.
trying to
I get
give
what you're saying. Yeah, that's one thing. That's something that can be explained, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something that could easily be explained, not just from one parent, but from both parents and from grandparents. Mom, hey, your daddy went to go do this,
yeah,
that, and the third because he wanted you to have a life that he didn't have. But trust me, believe that man will die for you. He loves you. That could be explained, right? It's another
yeah,
thing to be when
yeah.
you have this child standing right before you, and it's like my skin, my hair, my mannerisms is like yours, and I never been around you. I'm trying. They trying to figure the world out in an instance, and all you can do is say, "Baby, just be calm." I know, and you seeing this child struggle, and you already know what the forecast is going to be after this interaction. So, being a
I,
FaceTime parent,
I got no, I
in one
got you.
regard, being a FaceTime parent in one regard, I'm here for it. Right? When you go in and you providing, and there's a connection, there's consistency, there's continuity, there's all of the good things that's supposed to be in those dynamics. That's understood because at some point in time, hey, send me my baby, right? Send me my baby, or I'm coming to
Yeah.
be with my
So
baby.
I'll say this. I would say this, man. Like I practice one thing that I practice not being in a place of chaos, right? Even though my mind,
Mm,
my mind and my life might be chaotic, I try to not be a place of, even when I might be in pain, right? Because if I know
mm-hmm,
that when I calm myself, um, I can handle things better, right? So a part of that when I was when I was heavily a FaceTime parent, that I had the relationship build with my previous significant other, right? So even though I didn't want to have a conversation because of a toxic past, I'm looking forward to the future and how to build for the sake of my kid. You know what I'm saying? So, and with that, like I didn't even have to unroot the bad parts of our previous relationship. It unrooted itself. But what it did for our relationship is that a dad was solid. He was there. He was on FaceTime. He took every opportunity to
mm,
talk to me, to be a point of a point of good decisions, a point of solitude, and he was the man that I needed him to be, so I could become somebody, right? So
mm.
even if they in a place of chaos, you are a perfect example of, hey, I am peace for you in your chaotic journey. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, your situation was unique into what it was, but in the same breath, if they can't come to you when times are chaotic, then they're not going to come to you when things are great. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, gotcha. All
That
right,
that
so
goes to
check
show
this out.
how complex it is
Go ahead,
because
bro.
like your situations are completely different. What Dee was saying was that this child was withheld from him, and that is the story for a lot of men. And it's based on the judgment of the person that's doing the withholding, thinking that it's better to do the withholding as opposed to having them together. And then in your situation, if you're married and working and you have a job that takes you to war, but you still have access to at least FaceTime, it's a totally different dynamic. That's why I always tell people, like, be mindful who you decide to breed
I was
with.
in the same situation.
Where they kept
I
you
was in the
away
same
from
situation.
your child.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And what I had to do, I had to dig within myself and build that relationship, regardless.
Yeah, but
So I can't be impulsive.
P, hey P, can y'all hear me? I
Mm-hmm.
think D
Yeah,
didn't have that option. I
Right.
get it that you had an option no matter how far he could have dug. He's saying that it was withheld from him. Meaning I know guys like that too. I know guys that was told to their face when their baby was a baby that we're going this way and you're never going to see your child again, and that's what it was.
And they put effort into doing.
Oh, look, that was the case. That was the case.
Okay,
And
but that
I
wasn't
did, I
his
showed
case
him.
that he was able to dig like you to get to a connection. He couldn't get to one,
Right.
according to him. We only can use his
Yeah.
side. We don't know her side.
No, I mean,
So, like,
the
what
fact of the
he's
matter
saying-
is, the fact of the matter is, she wanted me, and no, because it was lie after lie after lie. First thing first, she lied about her origins. She lied about being married because D don't do wives. I don't do wives. I don't give a fuck what your relationship status is at current point. I don't do wives. That's that. So much to the point I don't do wives. My little brother that's married with his family, they just welcomed my brand new nephew in not too long ago. That I had him promise me at 15 years old, don't you touch nobody's wife, not deliberately. Because if you do, fuck him, you got to deal with me. My brother's married and 40 years old. That man ain't touched nobody's wife because he ain't want to deal with the consequences of dealing with the damn fool he know that's his big brother. So we don't do wives. And that's one thing about it. She was married, dude was in prison, me and him chopped it up because we had to do a DNA test.
Bro,
So
this a whole other line. This is a sick bro conversation. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in on Thursday nights at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the same channel. We got a sick bro conversation of nut but the fellas because I would love to hear the ladies on this point right here. FaceTime, parent, all of y'all answered. It was very short, and I want to know, could y'all elaborate a little bit how you would feel if you were forced to be? When I say forced to be, all right, because a lot of people think that by being separate, that you automatically live in the same city, that you automatically have the grace to be able to travel and pick the kid up when you want to. Like, this is the reason why when people go through divorces and stuff like that, they have this term or this phrase that they use, and they think it's cute or sweet or innocent, talking about like the great co-parenting. And unless you have been a FaceTime parent and you hear a motherfucker talking about they want the best co-parenting, well, for the child and the parent, not dad or whoever the parent is that's not in the household with the child, there's no fucking such thing as the ultimate co-parenting. Because the only people that are suffering a lot of time is the child for having a half of a parent and a whole parent in the house and a half of a parent in the other parent. And then the other parent who have half of the access or less than half of the access. Now, we can all throw this perfect co-parenting shit around and say that it can exist, but we all still got a work schedule. They still got school. It does not exist, but people like to make it sound cute to fit their situation. So, how would y'all feel in detail if you was forced to be? Chantel, on you.
Now that I understand the question, I guess I'm actually considered a FaceTime parent. Of the three I told you that I have under 18, I only have technically custody of the two, and then my ex has custody of my son. Of course, you know, we have our schedule. I have him every other weekend and things like that, but it sucks It does. And I tell myself I need to make sure I'm calling and making sure I'm checking in. And, you know, granted, we are in the same city, really 5 minutes from each other. I can see him at any time. If I wanted to, I know I can. But it sucks, especially when they're used to you always being there. And it's not a good thing. So I'm land at that.
Hey, I know that's
Boo,
right.
increase
Ain't
your
gonna
child
dig too
support.
much in. No, you crazy.
My child support is already increased. Let's not go there.
I know that's right. All right, so
I'm
Chantel,
just
first
playing.
I want to say this to you. I want to say this to you in all seriousness. I don't know how old the child is or what, how old you said? 14? Okay. Shout out to you. I'm assuming that you blessed that off with him going with his dad.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to you for doing so. I know it's hard to be the
I
FaceTime
fought a
parent.
little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be honest.
because you're a mama. You're supposed to. But at some point, it seems as if you might have conceded and said, "Hey, go ahead on with your dad." All right?
Yeah. So he has the son. I have the daughters.
And man, kudos to you. Anybody else got anything they want to say on that part?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
Kids are 72% more efficient to succeed in life if they are with their damn fathers. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Can I say just a little bit of something, T-Man?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to consider myself. Is there such thing as a part-time FaceTime parent? Because at a certain point, my kid did go live with her dad, and through the divorce, the only time I did purposely keep her away was when I didn't know where he was going with her. When I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, the safety, it was a safety precaution. Because of the way everything ended, it was all about safety for her as well as myself. But at the same time, I did get child support only after several failed attempts for him to be who he needed to be. And it wasn't about standards or a dollar amount, because I literally gave it to her. My job was to provide food, clothing, and shelter, and that's what I did. So school activities, whatever extra she needed, that's where her child support money went. I did have to bite the bullet when she said she wanted to go live with him her senior year. So a lot of those times I missed out on, but I didn't miss out on her milestones, her proms, her graduations, all of those, even the award ceremonies. It was available to both of us. Now, where co-parenting ended up being a battle was always what he wanted. And it had nothing to do with her, but it was about what I had going on in my life. That was what the argument was. And I just kind of sort of discredited it, because as we keep saying, it's what's important for the child. So it doesn't matter being the elephant in the room. It don't matter about none of that. I was there for my child, no matter who else showed up, no matter who didn't like it. I didn't publicly battle with him. I did not put bad news or bad things about him in her head. You know what I'm saying? I answered her questions with transparency and honesty, but I never tried to poison her. And to this day, she has a relationship with him. She has a relationship with me. The friendship part of it is starting to kind of sort of bloom itself into a position. But I mean, we're FaceTime now because she's away in college. And I don't like it, but I do have to allow her to be her and to find herself. I'm always gonna be mama, and I'm always gonna be here a phone call away. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been absent on purpose, and I've never tried to keep the other parent away on purpose because of my reasons.
Gotcha.
You know, we love words over here, don't we, bro? Because I don't mean to be rude or anything. We love words. Me and you do particularly, because we have this discussion all the time. What the fuck is co-parenting?
I just said it.
Yeah, Queen just said
I agreed with him what he
Right.
said.
Yeah.
Like no, I'm just saying I'm talking past the
No,
panel.
I know you was just asking
Yeah.
the general.
But I'm like,
question,
because this is the thing. It's a buzz. Like it's this trend shit. It just sounds really. Oh, like
Mm-hmm.
no, it's like when you do anything you're doing it together. So rather your asses apart or in the same house, that's what is. It's cooperating, cohesiveness, connection.
Hey, you cooking right now. So hold on, D. Pipe down a little bit and let me take over the controls. Guess what though, homie? I feel the same goddamn way about the term, and watch this shit. Boy, like, comment, subscribe, please. I promise y'all, each week, it's gonna get better and better and better. I feel the same way about the same term, step-parent.
That's a can of
Don't
worms.
nobody say nothing. Just let that shit
Yep.
linger. Let me tell you the reason why. It didn't linger long as I wanted it to, because I know that when I say something like that, there's going to be some oohs and ahs or some farts, at least. Right? So, the reason why I don't like that same term, when most of us are forced to do so, is because even when it ain't no kids involved, you motherfuckers can't get along with the person that you with, no way, as a goddamn boyfriend or girlfriend. And then you fuck around and marry them just to have somebody that you could call husband or wife, and y'all still can't get along, but you gonna say that they are a step-parent, or they gonna say that they're a step-parent. What the fuck does that mean? Because the same person that you calling step-parent, you going through the same bullshit with them that you could have went through with the goddamn first parent, the biological. You still arguing and fighting. You still, and you know what the only difference is? It's easier to get divorced the second time than it is the first time, because you've already done it before. So, I love these conversations. I literally sit for hours and come up with how to pose these topics. It's not a male-driven, masculine, women-beating-up panel. It ends up turning to that way, and I promise you, I wish we can get more fellas and more ladies up here so that we can have more conversation and it be a little bit more balanced. But unfortunately, people don't like to have these conversations in this form. They like to have them shits in another form where you can't see it on a replay unless you're a moderator. This shit is gonna be forever young. It's gonna be forever young. YouTube don't go nowhere. It's literally gonna be there. So anybody like to see what someone passionately said or someone said in a low tone when it hurt and when it stings, you can go back and watch the replay. But for now, I know I'll get the comments. Stepdaddy, what you mean? My stepdaddy was the best stepdad in the world. Sure he was. Sure he was. Right? Until you had comments about him when you didn't like him. Until you made comments to his face that pierced his soul. You know how you little snotty nosed motherfuckers, you ain't my daddy. Facts.
You ain't my damn daddy.
Or you ain't my mama. Go back and look at that Kendra G interview with Cam Newton. I charge any of y'all to go and look at that one. Shout out Cam. I give you the plug on that, bro. Where the credit does credit due. Go back and look at that one where Kendra G was just up there with him. See what she said about her step parents. See what she said. You ain't my mama. She said her mama and her daddy had people that they was with. And she made it a point to say, you ain't my daddy and you ain't my mama. And there's somebody that's feeding and clothing and housing your ass. Getting extra space for your ass in their homes. Right? So, the same way that I don't like that co-parenting shit is the same way that I don't like the step-parent shit. And D, bruh, you gave the best example to the word co-parent. You can do that with the original parent. Stop looking for step. I heard somebody talking about if they got small children and a new person come in their life, they gonna tell the new person, I'm not looking for a father or I'm not looking for a mother for my kid. Yeah, the fuck
I said that.
No, not just you. Just the same way I say we cover these same different topics that other people cover on their panels, I hear other people say the same shit in the same week.
Mm-hmm.
On other, mind y'all, I'm on 32 panels in 5 days.
I was just saying, I said it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But that's almost buffoonery to say. Because if this person is going, I'm going to give you a chance to respond, Ms. Rain, because you've been down there tossing and turning all night long. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I know you are, but I don't think it's buffoonery, because at the end of the day, some people come in, right? Because the thing is, you have to be careful with how people enter your children's lives, right? You're not my child's father. And what I think I said earlier was that if you're going to enter my child's life, like anyone is going to enter my child's life, you are more like I don't want to say like mentor is the wrong word, but you're just like another adult figure who is going to maybe have some influence over them. But I don't want to use the word father, and I don't want to use the word mother. Now, I will then turn to my child and allow them to guide how they want this person to fit into their world. So meaning if now you are looking at this person as like a father figure, then we're going to have different conversations around that. And then I have to then come to these two people and say, hey, this is how she's feeling, this is how he's feeling, and y'all come together. But I'm not going to go to this person and be like, oh, you must be a father to this person. No, you are an adult in the child's life, and this is how I expect you to show up in this child's life. And that's that, but it's not in a fatherly way.
So, can I say something?
Go ahead, Chrissy Two Blue. Maybe you back. Maybe you back. Let me see if you back or not. Go ahead.
So I was in a situation like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I never had them say I was a mama or nothing like that. I basically raised them from when they was a baby to like 14 years old. I still never ever tried to. Now, as far as like, I'm not going to say discipline, right? Because he had a mother and he has a father, and I was with his father. So at the end of the day, I was just like a bonus person. But it still came as he was in my house. He was eating up, they were eating up my food. They were around my children. And at the end of the day, if it was something that they did that I didn't care for, I would express it to their father and their mama.
And let me,
Right,
let me
I
say
like
something
that
real
bonus
quick.
person.
Right, but
I know you do.
But what I'm saying,
hold on, no, stop, Chrissy. I know you like the word bonus, the phrase bonus person. The goddamn bonus person is an idiot if they adopt that phrase and let it stick to them. I wish the fuck somebody would tell me that I'm a bonus person.
Not
in their
the
kid. Hold on.
person.
Huh?
I said not meaning like, I said bonus person because it could be male or female. Like my daughter has a bonus mom. I address her as bonus mom as well.
What?
Right? Like
Well,
that's what I
here's the
meant.
difference. Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. The bonus mom don't have the bonus child in her household 100% of the time. But any man that comes into the average woman's household, the children is in that house because women normally got the custody. So I'll be damned if I'm finna be in your bonus house in a bonus room talking to my bonus fucking kid, and the kid getting the vibe from the mom that I'm just fucking bonus. So now this little son bitch got an attitude at me for being. Hold on, you don't know. I'm telling you. Trust me, ladies. Y'all might want to pipe down on this topic right here. I don't even think this is something. I just did it by balance by even involving you in this part. Because this part right here, you can't even understand where we going. I promise you. You can say that you was a bonus parent to somebody's kid, but when I was going with this phrase of FaceTime parent, and then we got on this stepdaddy and stepmama shit, I'm talking about for to have the stepmom and stepparent, stepdad and stepmom title, there has to be a marriage.
Right.
I ain't talking about some nigga you fucking or some chick you fucking and y'all playing house. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about a motherfucker that you married to. Now, if you done married somebody and telling your new husband that you ain't looking for a father for your kid, I ain't talking about your 16-year-old motherfucker that's working and driving. they still need some mentorship too, mother and father, right? I'm talking about a kid. Y'all don't think it's buffoonery that
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro.
Wolf, it's on y'all. I got it. Hold on, I'm gonna step.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. And I hate that you walking away because they don't get to see your face for this. The bonus parent is all right because as long as you calling me daddy in the room, I don't fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. When I'm tapping that ass, oh daddy, oh, all is good. That's why I really came here to be.
Oh my
I'm cool with it.
gosh.
We ain't gotta worry about structure. We ain't gotta worry about structure. Long as I keep lining you up. Damn structure. Long as I'm your bonus daddy. All right.
AD, I heard you the whole time. You crazy as fuck. Hey, look.
But I'm saying that's the truth, though,
right?
right?
This one down, man. And listen, check this out. We about to wind down for a reason. I literally lost track that it was Easter Sunday, okay? And I realized that about an hour before. You know, we said Happy Easter all day long this morning, all that. But what I'm saying is, people might have that little tender moment where there's somebody trying to call them daddy this evening, and I don't want to disturb that, right? And I ain't just talking about Wolf, because there's other people here that might be getting some Easter love. So what I'm saying is, I don't want to hold y'all up, and I appreciate y'all on Easter Sunday giving me
Drop
all
them eggs
of
off,
this
ladies.
time, or giving us all this time right here. But I do want to say this part and use an analogy. It's almost like a motherfucker getting hired at a job as a part-time employee, spending 26 to 32 hours a week, right? And then the goddamn job saying, we're going to hire you part-time, but we ain't expecting no work out of you. Or you just a bonus motherfucker that's over here, and we only going to use you when we need you. That's what I interpret when you start putting those type. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the reason why you shouldn't minimize these very important fucking roles. You shouldn't. I heard people, look, all of a sudden, we got this bonus stuff, right? But here's the thing. I heard people that's actually raising stepchildren. And you know what the first thing they would tell me, Wolf? Because they got so much pride as being a step parent. They would literally say that they made it a point not to ever label and say that's my stepdaughter or my stepson. That's my son, that's my daughter.
Right.
I got a stepmama too that don't look like none of us up here on this panel because she's of a different hue. And they literally have been married since I was 2 years old. Their anniversary is literally my actual birthday. So when I turned 2, they said I do. She's never actually, bro, her and my mom was like this. Mm-hmm. She never treated me as a stepchild. And I never treated her as a stepmom. But at the end of the day, we both understood what the fuck it was. Y'all can't have it both ways. You can't have it when your child is receiving that type of love. You telling the other person, don't make them feel as if they're any different from your kids. In reality, we know damn well that there's a difference. So when that person comes into your household, if you got custody of the children, and they are now taking food, clothing, and extra resources from their kids, sharing it with yours. And you're doing the same thing if they're kids, but the difference is that the man typically don't bring his kids to move in. Because he typically ain't got custody. They visit him. Weekends. Every other one. You know, he the FaceTime nigga. But he full-time with yours. And y'all gonna label this some bitch a bonus something? Man, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our time. This is T-Max Network, the Content Creators Lounge. I promise y'all, it's always gonna get better and better each and every week. Do us a favor. If you've been sitting here and you ain't at least subscribed, please do that. I ain't gonna say nothing to you this time, but next week I have choice words for you. Anybody on the panel got anything left to say? Because I'm about to hit the button and you know what that means. Father God,
I come before you today, head bowed and body bent,
T-Max, I'll give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother.
Lord, I want to thank you that last night my bed didn't become my cooling board.
Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. Curated by T-Max, yeah, you know the name. Powered by T-Max Network, where creators speak freely and authentically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Content Creators Lounge. T-Max set the tone, let your guard come down. Yeah. This ain't surface talk, this real life sound, where truth and timing always come around. Yeah. Open mics, open hearts, no filter here. T-Max in the room, voices loud and clear. Yeah. From the culture to the community, lifestyle, dreams to accountability. T-Max says, say it raw, say it proud. Every story matters in this crowd. No scripts, no scripts, just moments we allow. It's more than content, it's movement now. It's the lounge where creators shine. Yeah, T-Max vibes with perfect timing. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. Built by T-Max, where real ones win. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, this an experience, not a trend. T-Max bring the voices to one space. Different perspectives, same safe place. Entertainment, growth, and elevation. Real conversations, real-time creation. We talk the wins and the lessons learned. Every mic hot, every story earned. Laugh a little, think a lot. Yeah, every topic hit a spot. If it matter to you, it matter here. T-Max make it clear. Every voice is here. Say it how you feel. Say it with your chest. This the lounge where creators give their best. This the lounge where creators shine. T-Max energy, front and center. From growth to laughs, we intertwine. Not just a show, it's a state of mind. Content Creators Lounge, tap in. T-Max Network, let the convo begin. Every episode, pull you in. Yeah, it's an experience, not a trend. Yeah, T-Max Network.